faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 12 of the NFL.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Oilers.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Logan, the ball carrier.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the carry, it's Logan. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
T.J. Logan, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes.
49-yard line.
Throw complete right side to Cooks.
Mahomes pass.
12 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he's got Miller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 21.
Complete to Scotty Miller.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
He completes this into the hands of Miller.
Mahomes pass.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make this a second down. They'll run it here with Logan. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Looking to throw, it's Mahomes. The catch made by Miller. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown,
T.J. Logan, his 11th touchdown of the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and 3rd pick in the 2018 draft.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
Darnold on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Hey. 4 down.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I got you. 52's the mic, boy.
Darnold from the gun. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
2nd and a yard at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
third down. Logan. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
No gain on the play.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it'll be third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Oilers 7, Panthers nothing.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still know.
A first down throw, Darnold into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
Play action. It's Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Undercrush. Undercrush.
To the air again, Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson.
Robbie Anderson.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing again is Darnold. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 more yards.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Carolina.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Get in the weight room.
again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try to get something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Man, I got you. 54 is mine.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A nice little juke. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
You're on an island over there. Single receiver.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
3rd and long, it's Darnold.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Nifty move. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Mahomes on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Logan. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, that's complete, right around the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now it's Mahomes again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Scotty Miller. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision, because they do have the final call now.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
The kick is good.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard
Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Let's go, D.
To throw again on second down. Darnold, he'll drop it off to McCaffrey.
Darnold's pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Found his target. It's Anderson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
It's just me and you.
Again, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Panthers 10.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Miles Sanders leading the way on the ground there. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
In your face.
Darnold on first down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Call it no gain there on the first down play. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Darnold to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Darnold
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. On second down, McCaffrey. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Darnold from the gun. Open man is Anderson. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
What happened?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Watch Mike. Come on, D.
Back to throw, Darnold. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he finds Howard complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of
23 yards on the play.
First down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On first down, Mahomes. And Cooks has it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Mahomes opting to keep this one.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Makes the score Oilers 17. Panthers 13.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Tight down. There you go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
52's the mic. Let's go. Where's 52? Watch 52.
On first down, it's Darnold. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Throwing again is Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again, Darnold. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Darnold's throw on the money to Anderson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Over the middle here to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 14.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Mahomes. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
First
How many
down,
times have we seen this
Houston.
late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Logan. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Mahomes firing complete, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Oilers.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Mahomes
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
It's third down. And 1.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied.
20 all.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
At the 35-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Now it's Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Jonathan Jones on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's
now a run with McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They'll run with McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. McCaffrey on the counter. Looking to find a lane.
7-yard attempt.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Panthers have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Panthers, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as